The fourth shot in pickleball is often overlooked. It seems to me that everyone is talking about the third shot drop, the importance of the third shot. But the reality is the fourth shot to the receiver is just as important as the third shot is to the server. When I return serve in pickleball, that's considered shot number 2 of the rally, with the serve being shot number 1. That means when I return serve and move up to the kitchen line and my opponent hits their third shot at me, my response is the fourth, and your response must be correct if you want to succeed in pickleball. This video is going to go over what your response should be with your fourth shot when your opponent is driving their third shot. The most important thing about your fourth shot when your opponent is ripping their third shot at you is that you do not overswing on your fourth. With the ball that's coming at you hard, there's simply not enough time to pull the paddle back and wind up and swing and swat when the ball itself is coming at you, I'm going to say 50 to 60 miles an hour. There simply isn't time. I like to think of those mimes, the pantomimes we used to look at, those guys that are stuck behind the fake sheet of glass, you know, those guys that are putting their hands up there and they're stuck. My paddle actually does the same thing on my fourth shot. So if my opponent drives their third at me, I'm going to hit it nice and hard, but my paddle movement will be short and crisp because there simply isn't enough time to be swinging wildly when the ball is traveling at you so fast. Another thing that I like to think about on getting ready for my fourth shot is that my feet get planted. I do not want to be running when I hit it, so you'll see a small little jump with my feet getting planted, getting my body ready to receive his hard shot. That's called a split step. You'll see it in all sports. You'll see it in the baseball shortstop right as the batter swings. You'll see it in volleyball on the back line right as the person's going to spike it. You'll see it in tennis every time the person's going to return serve. And in pickleball, I'll do that little split step prior to my opponent driving their hard third shot at me. So I'm returning, coming up, split, block. I'm returning, coming up, split, block. Setting up my feet, both feet on the ground, keeping my paddle swing short. We'll do it again. Coming up, split, block. I think that's my new teaching technique, stop and block. Stop, block. Something else to look for on the fourth shot block and to look for when I'm demonstrating the fourth shot block is that I am not jumping when I hit the ball. A lot of people respond to their opponent's power by flinching, jumping, straightening up their knees, lifting their head. And if your body's moving and your head is moving and your eyes are bobbing up and down, to have a clean strike against a hard third shot drive makes it almost impossible. I like to think about keeping a constant flex in my knees, so when I do the split stop, the bend in my knees stays exactly the same once I split and when I hit the ball, and that constant knee bend stops me and stops my head from bobbing up and down. So I return serve, keep my constant knee bend the same. Stop and block, constant knee bend. One more. Return, come up. Do another one. I didn't like my return to serve that time.